Hello, gang. This is Tom Savage, pastor at Sugar Creek Baptist Church in West Terre Haute, Indiana. And I want to extend a special invitation to you to join us on September the 8th for Baptism Sunday. This is going to be a tremendous day all across the nation as different churches, specifically Southern Baptist churches, are going to honor September the 8th as Baptism Sunday. And I want to share with you two ways that you can be involved right here in West Terre Haute, right here at Sugar Creek Baptist Church. The first way is actually be baptized. Let me share with you 7 reasons why a person ought to be baptized. First of all, because Jesus told us to. Jesus said, "Go therefore and make disciples of all the nations, baptizing them." And so he told us to be baptized. Another reason to be baptized is because you've been saved. If you've given your life to Jesus Christ, if he is your Lord and Savior, then you ought to be baptized, to follow that up with baptism. Third, because it's the first step of obedience. Throughout your Christian life, Jesus is going to ask you to do and lead you to do several different things. He might lead you to teach a Sunday school class or a Bible study group, serve on a committee, maybe help someone who is hurting and downtrodden. Baptism is one of those first steps of obedience. It's one of the greatest ways that you can publicly profess your faith in Jesus Christ. Another reason to be baptized because you've never been baptized. Maybe it just happened somehow in your life that you gave your life to Christ and you just never got around to being baptized. Nobody talked to you about that. You didn't think it was all that big a deal, but now you're thinking about it. Another reason, the 5th reason, is to clear your conscience. Simon Peter said that baptism answers a good conscience toward God. And so if you've been thinking about it, wanting to get this taken care of, this will be a tremendous opportunity for you to do that. Another reason, the 6th reason, is to get your baptism on the right side of your salvation. You know what happens for a lot of people, maybe when they were sprinkled when they were an infant, maybe when they were 12 or 13 years old, they went through a confirmation class and maybe they were baptized underwater, but maybe they were just had some water poured on them or sprinkled on them and they said that was baptism. But sometime after that, you actually gave your life to Christ. And your thinking is, well, I was sprinkled when I was an infant. I was baptized when I went through confirmation class. But when we look in the scriptures, baptism always follows salvation. And so one of the ways to be baptized, or one of the reasons to be baptized, is to get your baptism on the right side of your salvation, but also to encourage others, to influence others to do a good thing. When I talk to people about being baptized, I commend them for what they're about to do because they are honoring the Lord and they are doing what he would have them to do. But also, by being baptized, they're encouraging someone else to do the same thing. Maybe there's someone sitting out there thinking, I need to do what he's doing. I need to do what she's doing. And so you're encouraging others. So these are 7 reasons why a person ought to be baptized. And it would be my honor and privilege to help you take care of this. Now, on that Sunday, we're not just going to baptize a bunch of people just to get people wet. We're going to talk to people. I'm going to share a brief message right out of the Bible on what it takes to be biblically baptized. And then at the end of that service, we're going to baptize anybody in the service that wants to be baptized that day. Some will come prepared. Some may decide that morning, I want to take care of this. I want to go ahead and do this. And we're going to have the necessary items there available for you that you can take care of that. Now, a second way that you can honor this day and be a part of this specific day, September the 8th, here on Baptism Sunday, is to honor the Lord and recognize your baptism. If you have already been baptized, you've already given your life to Christ, and at some point in your life, you've already been baptized, we have a way that you can honor the Lord and recognize and celebrate that baptism in your life. And here's what I'm encouraging folks to do. I don't know if you've ever heard of a cardboard testimony. Now, a cardboard testimony could actually be written on a piece of cardboard, or it could be written on a plain sheet of white paper or some notebook paper. But here's what I want to encourage you to do. I want you to think about when it was that you were baptized. Maybe think about the age you were, maybe the year it happened, the month it happened, whenever that was. Maybe you have a record somewhere there at your house, or maybe in the church where you're a member, they might have a record of it. And I would encourage you to write up what we call a cardboard testimony. Now, the testimonies will begin with these words, I was baptized, and then you want to finish that sentence. So how would you finish the sentence, I was baptized, and might say when it was? One of the ways I could do this is I could say I was baptized when I was 26. Because when I was 26 years old, that's when I actually gave my life to Christ, and then a week or two later I was actually baptized, so I could do it this way. Another way I could do that is say I was baptized in November of 1978, because that's when I was baptized. Now, you may not know exactly the day. You probably remember the month. Maybe you remember the season of the year. Maybe it was spring, summer, winter, fall, and you probably know the year that it happened. And here's what we're going to do that morning. We're going to encourage people to write up, either having already prepared that when they come to church, or prepare it right there. We're going to have some magic markers and some cardboard or some card stock, and they'll be able to write that testimony out on a piece of paper in just a couple of moments. And we're going to ask them to just come by the front of the church, stand in front of a microphone, take about 3 seconds, say their name, hold up their cardboard testimony and say, I was baptized, and however they're going to complete that. And one of the tremendous ways that you could be a part of this is to celebrate that day with us by being here at Sugar Creek Baptist Church. Now, obviously, if you go to church somewhere and you are a faithful attender there, we want you to be there for church on that day. But if you don't have a church that you regularly attend, maybe you're looking for a church, I want to encourage you to join us. This will be the Sunday after Labor Day, so September the 8th, 2019. I want to encourage you to join us for Baptism Sunday. Our morning services begin at 10:15, and it's going to be a great time of celebration. Hey, if you've got any questions, call me, message me. I'll put the information right here on the screen where you can have the information where you can call me and get in touch with me. I would love to celebrate that day with you, whether you want to be or need to be baptized, or if you want to come and honor the Lord by recognizing your baptism. What a great day it will be to be together. Be with us. 10:15, September the 8th, Baptism Sunday, Sugar Creek Baptist Church in West Terre Haute, Indiana. God bless you. You take care.